Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he works free. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, Parker, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. So Dalton now. That's complete to John Ross. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Dalton. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's get it. 368. Single.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bengals' 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
White 20. Strong right. You got three down. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here.
From the 50, it's gone. And that will be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hecker is on to punt for L.A., as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will get it at the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On first down, Bernard takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. From the 36, Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now a carry for Jacobs. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jacobs now, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III.
Hands up! Lead! Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D! 93, 52, 93. Hands up!
They look to throw on third with Dalton. Being chased out left. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
On first down, it's Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, here's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Dalton going to break the huddle, come up first and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And 9 at the Rams' 29-yard line.
On second down, Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Throwing on second and 14. Dalton, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards for him on the ground.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
57. Hey, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw complete right side to Courts. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got it first and goal at the 6. On first and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Switch. Watch the safety creep.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long. It's gone. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Here's Jacobs. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
They go 368.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Dalton now to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Hands up. 318.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Hands up.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time. Jackson.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's get it.
The Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Dalton here from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Malone. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, over. Here you go, can. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. 5, 5.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Malone. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Watch it.
Second down. That's a 37-yard line.
Protein spill. 2-by-2. Move. Hey, wahoo.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. Throw left side complete. It's Malone. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. This will be Dalton again. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Dalton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop. Jared Goff, 4 times last year he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Here's Collins. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check.
The play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check three.
Nice. Hey, team 6.
Dalton sets up play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now Gurley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thoughts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Dalton, 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense...
And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. And we got to get to the ball.
To throw again, Dalton. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory.